Hey, a beautiful mid-October day to you. Surprise, surprise, we're out here filming another video because, frankly, got invited to do so and never turned down not an invitation to go looking at plants. As you can see, even here in mid-fall, still got some stuff blooming. This is Symphytrichum cordifolium. Gets that species epithet from the cordate and or, heart-shaped leaves there. Beautiful blue aster, blooms quite late. I mean, still covered in bumblebees, as you can see, providing interest and resources to these late season pollinators, as as is vitally important. Unfortunately, growing through here, you've also got a pretty bad bittersweet problem right over there. Although I'll have to do some research. There is an American species of bittersweet that I'm hoping to see someday, Celastris scandens, but I don't think that that's this. Lots of bumblebees hanging out on this Symphytrichum here. Great late season plant. I mean, there's about 30 of them to choose from in New England. This one's probably one of the latest blooming. And, kind of one of the more beautiful ones. Somewhat shade tolerant for a Symphytrichum too. Although this is a nice little forest edge. So we got, your solidagos have wrapped up. But we're, growing here just fine. I'll look up the difference here. Anyway, here's the fruit, because it is kind of cool on Celastris orbiculatus. Although now, why am I second guessing myself? One has fruits that emerge from nodes along the branches. One has fruits that are only at the terminal end. I should know this because this is like such a prolific weed, but in any case, it's a species of Celastris. I highly doubt it's Celastris scandens, which is somewhat rare and competes for the same habitat type. And right here in fruit, you get these real wild-looking fruits of Clematis virginiana, autumn clematis. Fortunately, not the invasive clematis, and we know that because the margins of these lovely compound leaves, there's a good one right there, are dentate. They've got serrations to them. Had this been one of the the invasive sweet fall clematis or sweet summer clematis, whatever they call it, has entire margins and behaves poorly in comparison to this plant. So anyway, we're at this specific spot out in Western Mass. We're going to go look for Goodyear tessellata here first, which won't be in bloom, but has really interesting leaves, as all Goodyear species do. And we're looking at a whole bunch of a menagerie of ferns today as well. So we'll see what there is to see. Just giving you a couple of the little interesting tidbits here at the very beginning. We'll get going soon. Yeah, it's done for the year now, but I'd know this guy anywhere. Nice seed head on a Eupatorium perforatum. That's the common one. Common boneset. Great plant to have. Take some seed of this so we can grow it. Also a little Impatiens capensis hanging on down there. Eupatorium, if you don't know it, this whole tribe, we've got a really narrow endemic one to New England, but lots of great species in this whole genus and that whole tribe. All of them, hard to tell right now because this has gone to seed, but the flowers are super distinct. Once you, kind of know what they look like, you see them everywhere. This Eupatorium, that's Liatris, that's, Mecania. Oh, there's still some in bloom over here, actually. Yeah, that's what those flowers look like. What you want to look for is almost these almost antennae-like tubular flowers. They'll never have ray florets, only disc florets. And I'll have to put up a little, probably about time I'd put up a little reminder what the difference is betwixt the two. But Eupatorium, Liatris, Eutrochium, all these great genera, and rather species-rich genera for New England, are all in this very interesting, very ecologically important tribe of the sunflower family. So cool that it's actually still in bloom. So we're just taking a look here at a little leaf-mining sawfly, Metallus roweri. Am I saying that correctly?
Yep.
And he's just made himself a little home there in the leaf, a little pocket in between. I'll have to put a picture of what a mature sawfly looks like because they look really cool.
Sorry, did I get...
No, that's okay. I take a ton of video whenever I do this. You get some young Quercus montana there too. Hey, there we go. We got our Goodyear. This is Goodyear tessellata, and one can make that distinction by looking at the highly charismatic and very characteristic leaves of Goodyear. Most species have this rather dramatic venation to them. Pubescents would have a pretty well defined midrib, a little bit darker green, a little bit less of the chalky color. And then of course there you go. There's the seed head on the thing, long past flower. But the seed heads on Goodyear are easy to spot even in the winter. They stick right up through the snow. So you'll crack one of those bad boys open, as you can see. The thing is just sending out little tiny orchid seeds by the tens of thousands from that infructescence there. Just the two of them, or three of them, is a little shrimpy guy right there. Surprised there's not more. Typically with Goodyear you can see him kind of blanketing the hillside. But in any case, not necessarily new to us, but interesting to see. You can hunt for orchids year round. Some of them are quite persistent, whereas others are rather ephemeral and enigmatic. But Goodyear, tessellata, probably the second most common species of Goodyear we get in New England. Repens and oblongifolia, considerably more rare, but not quite as common as pubescens, which is more of a, this is more of a circumneutral forest. You'd find, pubescens doesn't mind the acidic soils out east, but it's a nice one. Always good to see a nice Goodyear orchid. I'll never turn it down, especially just because that foliage is just so fascinating in of itself. Yeah, just a little sample of the geology here too. This is sedimentary in origin, but it's been metamorphosed into a really nice foliated gneiss. So you get these almost like pages of a book stacked up. Because they're, again, sedimentary in origin, probably sandstone, since this quartzite gneiss according to Rocked. Not that I would be able to tell you that offhand, but so quartzite, I believe, is derived from sandstone. It is a sedimentary rock. Gets laid down, gets cooked under the Earth's surface, and then pushed up. This part of the States gets some really fascinating geology. You get some extrusive volcanic stuff here. You get some sedimentary stuff, a lot different than the more acidic metamorphic igneous rock you get near the coast. Also got a Quercus montana here, just a young one. Love seeing this guy, one of my favorite oak species, rather soft to the touch. And Acer pennsylvanica turning a lovely yellow color for the fall, striped maple. In any case, gonna hit a few more sites today, but yeah, always gotta do a little pause for the geology break. Oh, 'tis the season. You get your witch hazel already in bloom. Amamelidaceae is the family. Saxifragiles is the order. These are just getting started right now in mid-October. They bloom through November. You got 4 little stamens in there. Fruits take 18 months to mature, so they'll get pollinated now. They'll mature all through winter into next year, and then eventually the spring, the year after, they emerge. They finally ready to go. They explosively dehiss. What a strange plant. Get a few other members of the family down south. This one's been knocked over, it looks like. But yeah, these are, these get pretty big. It's a shrub. Almost a tree, really, but a nice big shrub. Hamamelis virginiana, common witch hazel. Got some rare ones down in like the Ozarks down in Florida. Some cool ones, but it's a real interesting plant. Always one to come look out for in the fall.